Hi, Pastor Nathan Decker with your hashtag Better Together devotion for today. If you go into any bookstore or if you look at the categories listed on the online Kindle stuff, you're going to find a category called self help. And among all those self help books, there is a whole concept of how you take care of yourself or self care. What's odd about this for me as a pastor is I look back at historically, and this was one of the functions of the church. We are the originator of the whole point of having a day off comes from the Ten Commandments. It comes from this idea of Sabbath, taking a day off to rest, to recreate recreation, to have some day that is set apart for your care of your heart, for your soul, yourself. We're the ones who started that. And beyond that, we also were the original place where people would go when they needed counseling and needed someone to guide them on their path and their development. It's why we have things like confirmation. It's why churches, early on had confession booths and places where people could go and talk to someone that they knew it wouldn't be shared anywhere else. Where do you think that psychologists get the idea of confidentiality? They get it from us, the church. Not only that, but pastors and preachers, especially still in small communities and rural communities, are often the people the person that folks will go to when they're having issues in their life. It's odd to me in some ways because honestly, I'm not trained to do a lot of these things. And when I realize that we're going into territory that's not my training, I'm honest about it. And I try to connect folks with someone who is trained, whether it's psychologist, psychiatrist, or a therapist, or something like that, counselors. You see, what I'm getting at is this, is that the church was the originator, or the origin of a lot of the things that we have geared towards self-care and self-help. And if a lot of us would just simply take on that, again, role of taking a Sabbath, a day set apart for rest and recreation, we would be healthier. If we took time in the day to acknowledge our spiritual connection to God, we would find that that affects our emotional and physical connections. You see, what I'm saying is this, is that we started this whole concept. We listened to God as God gave us the Ten Commandments, and as God kind of guided us and led us to be the people of God together. We should still reclaim that and say, hey, it's okay if you need someone to chat with. I'm here for you. And if nothing else, I can be another human being who's with you on this journey, who's listening to you and offering you love and care and helping you find that we are better together. The church is a place for self-help and self-care. Amen.